thanks for the time. Had to think a spell, had to think a while, had to think a while. The ocean breeze salty, won't you carry it in your head, in your mouth, in your soul? And maybe we'll get lucky and we'll both grow old. Well, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I hope so. Well, that is that, and this is this. You tell me what you want, and I tell you what you get away from me. You get away from me. Collected my belongings and I left the jail. Well, thanks for the time, had to think a spell, had to think a while, had to think a while. That and this is this. Will you tell me what you saw when I tell you what you missed when the ocean met the sky? You missed when time and life shook hands and said goodbye. When the earth folded in on itself. For your sake I hope you're really in heaven. Are you really there? Well, I won't hold my breath. You wasted life, why wouldn't you waste death? You wasted life, why wouldn't you waste death? Ocean breeze salty, won't you carry it in your head, in your mouth, in your soul? The more we move ahead, the more we're stuck in rewind. Well, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I hope so. Well, that is that, and this is this. You tell me what you want, and I tell you what you get away from me. You get away from me. Collected my belongings and I left the jail. Well, thanks for the time, had to think a spell, had to think a while, had to think a while.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey.
Hey there, everybody. It's the top of the hour, meaning you've still got a little bit of time to get comfy, get a drink, maybe get some snackets, and share out the link to your friends and family and folk and foes, I don't know, who aren't already in the stream. Dregs of Craigs will begin in about 2.5 minutes.
All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. I wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is a prize. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know that I was lost. Didn't know I was lost. Didn't know I was lost. Didn't know I was lost. I didn't know I was lost.
Welcome to the Virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Dregs of Craigs. Please welcome to your screen, the Dregs of Craigs.
Hey everybody, we're vibing here in one way or another. We're Dregs of Craigs. I'm Sean
everyone.
Crandall.
I'm Dustin White.
I'm Steve Ross, and I'm pretty sure I'm lost. I send help.
You're lost?
Yeah. Like, when I'm lost, I'm sure of it. I'm not like this pussy singer who's flip-flopping about whether or not he's lost.
Oh, I see. You're
Yep.
commenting on the song. Okay.
When I'm lost, I'm good and lost. I don't know what country I'm in. I'm not sure if I'm on this plane of reality.
I'm not even sure who I am.
That's right. When I'm
Just
good
go
and lost,
full-
I want to, like, be concerned that I'm not going to be able to ask for directions in a language I know.
Just full amnesic. Just go straight up. If you're
Yes.
going to do it
I'll
right.
tell you, the level of lost I am, JRPG character.
Main character?
Main character with amnesia.
There you
There it
go.
is.
Okay.
Yep. Because then everyone is surprised that you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's like, what? Even children know how to do this. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're really good at hitting stuff with the stick. Here's a better stick. Ooh.
That's how I got through college.
I mean, when you think about it, I suppose.
Just challenging your
Well-
peers to stick fights.
This is a show where we dive into Craigslist and we find humorous, disgusting,
Question mark?
repulsive ads,
Definitely.
and we bring them to you, the audience, so that you don't have to dig in there for yourself to find the goodies.
Yep. And most of the time we stick to that like glue.
Yeah, we don't divert, we don't go off the path, we don't stray.
We avoid tangents at all costs.
Tangents? What's that?
Yep.
We are the faithful lambs of God.
Sure.
Amen.
Speaking of lamb, do you remember the show Lamb Chop?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was a to keep the metaphor going, a religious follower of Lamb Chop as a kid. Every
Were
day.
you a member of the Chop Cult?
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, there is a Lamb Chop club.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. That's
Like still? Like act like still?
I don't know about now.
Oh, okay.
They're
That's
very
ridiculous.
active in the Republican Party.
You
Don't-
shut up. She's a
don't.
liberal.
Well, she's not much of anything right now, but
You stop that. You take that back.
what? I'm not
All
Father
right,
Time.
I guess. Look,
It's like calling Mr. Rogers alt-right. You just don't do it. It's too wholesome.
No, that's very different.
I know
Also,
we
he's a
said,
human being and not a sock.
I know we said we don't divert from what we do here, and we're not going to. But
No, not once.
in a separate venue, perhaps where not a lot of people are watching us, we can litigate which of our favorite childhood icons, where they stood on the political spectrum. For instance, was Barney a libertarian? Who's to say?
Green Party.
No, he's purple.
He had a green belt.
So let
All right.
me start off. Let me start off with an ads, gentlemen. And
Nope. because we're going to start out with something fucking weird before we get into some Craigslist stuff, my boys.
You mean weirder than what we opened with, talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And speaking of always keeping in theme with our mission statement, like always going through Craigslist ads and finding hilarious things to bring to you, haha. I have a game for you. And by you, I mean you two doing the podcast with me. So it's really just us having a good time and everyone else watching. Cool.
I mean, that's basically the format.
Yep. I think technically this counts as esports now.
Might as well.
Yep. Okay. I got a new game for you boys.
If this is esports, I have to have a new nickname. I'm going to be Friggs with a Z at the end.
Friggs?
What's up? I'm Friggs.
I'm going to be a lowercase x, capital X, Ryu Blaster 5, capital X, lowercase x.
I'm going to be left parentheses, period, capital Y, period, right parentheses, so it looks like boobs.
What's your game, Steve?
My game is called Jingle Hell.
Okay.
This is the last vestige of the Christmas season. We are officially in 2021, so it shouldn't be, but I think we've earned it this year. And something I learned just this year, you know how there's always like those Christmas movies that get played on repeat over and over on specific channels, like you'll see Christmas Story for 24 hours on like Turner Classic Movies, and you'll see like It's a Wonderful Life on a 24-hour loop and things like that, and all the Rankin Bass movies. It turns out the Sci-Fi Channel does something fucking buck wild. They have a Christmas horror movie marathon, and it's all their weird, shitty original stuff.
That sounds like something Sci-Fi would do.
Yeah.
And it's the best thing I've ever seen, and it's a new tradition for me now.
Oh boy.
So
what is this?
So
my dad and I watched a couple of them over the course of Christmas Day, and it was fucking hilarious because it took itself completely not seriously. It was Sharknado levels of bad.
As expected.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've got here is I've got three Christmas sci-fi original movie synopses. 2 were actually played on a loop on Christmas Day on the Sci-Fi Channel, and one of them I wrote myself. And you have to guess which one I did.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And there's a recurring theme that if you pay very close attention, you may pick up on.
Is it the fact that they're all based in Christmas?
Well, aside from that.
Oh, okay.
But yes, that they all have in common as well.
All right.
Alrighty, let's jump right into Jingle Hell. First up, Letters to Satan Claus. Holly returns to her hometown to make a Christmas special with a cameraman before promotion to TV anchorwoman. After returning to her hometown of Ornaments as a big city news reporter, she will have to face off with the demon of her past, following a simple misspelling made in her letter to Santa. It's a harmless mistake that summons Satan to kill her parents.
Okay.
Yep.
So did she summon Santa to kill her parents?
No, she wrote a letter to Satan asking for things for Christmas.
Okay, go on. Next one.
All right. Next one is Santa Jaws. Cody is an aspiring comic book artist who happens to be gifted a pen which changes reality. Trying to survive the family Christmas, Cody makes a wish to be alone, which ends up backfiring when a shark manifests and kills his parents. First, no one believes him, but soon his remaining family and friends find out it's true and race to battle for survival.
Go ahead. And the last one.
So like
All right.
Scribble Knots if it were a horror movie.
A little bit, and Christmas themed. And finally, Helf on the Shelf. Mona Montgomery didn't receive the present she wanted from Santa, so she blames the adorable plush toy that her parents claimed to be his informant. When Mona finds a strange book in the Christmas decoration box, she brings the toy to life so that she can ask him why she didn't receive her just reward. But instead, the toy kills her parents. Now it's up to Mona and her cousins to send it back to hell.
Okay. I am very confident that one of them is real because I've heard of it before.
2 of them are real.
No, I know, but like one of them I know for sure. Like, I actually know that it's real, like legit.
You got that inside track.
Yeah. I think the last one, the Elf on the Shelf one, was it Health on the Shelf?
Health on the Shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the fake one.
You know what? I'm gonna go Santa Jaws as the fake one.
Health on the Shelf was the one that I wrote myself.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Santa Jaws, though, I need to take a moment.
Santa Jaws is
A masterpiece? Yes, I agree.
sure, that's a word you could use to describe that movie.
By the end of Santa Jaws, and spoiler alert for anyone out there who wants to get into the Santa Jaws cinematic universe and doesn't want me to ruin it for you, by the end of the movie, he has an enormous candy cane spike out of his forehead that he uses to impale people. They tried to use the pen to erase his shark teeth so he could just gum people and not kill them. And instead he ate a bunch of like glass ball Christmas ornaments. So now those shards are his teeth. And he's got a Santa hat on his dorsal fin and it jingles sleigh bells whenever he's about to come murder someone.
Yeah.
All 100% true and probably took a couple $1 million to create. And it made me so happy.
No, I've seen bits and pieces. It definitely did not take $1 million to create.
No.
It slipped under that budgetary restraint just
a
fine.
bit.
Just
But, oh,
fine.
it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Also, creature that powerful doesn't need teeth to crush you.
That's true.
Just the power
But
of
he
the
had
jaws
no-
himself. Like a hippo. Gonna end you.
Where are my Deadly Hippo movies? We need more of those.
That's true. They kill more people than sharks.
Yeah, hippos are terrifying.
Yep.
All right, Sean, you got an ad for us, right?
I do have an ad for us. And this is going to be a story where we need to fill in the blanks.
Oh, like a Mad Libs.
Uh-oh.
It's sort of like a mystery story. This is the game Myst, where you might have to
I was never good at Myst.
find the little pieces, put them all together, and go, oh, this is the bigger picture. This is from Las Vegas Collectibles, for sale by owner. 19 Funko Pops, $140. The only
Already
text,
great.
The only text, must buy all.
Oh.
Toy Story is real, and they will not be separated.
So, what? I suppose the question is, what 19 Funko Pops are they that they need to be kept together?
Or is this is kind of what I think. This is an ultimatum from a wife. Get rid of the Funko Pop collection, or we are divorced. That's it.
Wait, how many were there?
19.
19.
Which I would posit is not that big of a collection. Like it's a sizable one, but like
she's nipping it in the bud.
oh, you mean she's being a spoil sport?
No, I mean she's being a decent human being. Fuck off.
Just because you don't like Funko Pops doesn't mean other people can't like Funko Pops.
That's
19
exactly what it means.
That's the beginning of a hoarder house.
Sean, how
You're gonna have to enter the sun, through the sunroof,
you're gonna expect
and
this?
swim through to get to the corpse that bought all the Funko Pops.
You expect this guy to just get rid of his Funko collection of the cast of the Muppets, just like that?
Yes.
You'll never collect them all,
Yes.
Dustin. They make more every day than you can purchase.
I'm just trying to think of what 19 could be altogether, and I feel like the cast of the Muppets is probably
Including 4 Rizzos. One is a Target exclusive, one's an Amazon exclusive, one's a Best Buy exclusive, and one's a GameStop exclusive.
yeah, and they just have different hats on or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's got another set of each of those, but they're signed, so he's going to hold on to those and not deal them. Oh, God, what if it's just 19 Rizzo Funko Pops?
I mean, a very niche collection, if ever there was one.
I personally have never seen one, so finding 19 might be a big feat.
He's gonna Scrooge McDuck himself into a pool full of Rizzo Funko Pops.
Oh.
My Funko Pop bin.
Oh, God. And it's just a huge building, and on the side in big gold letters, it's just 2 dead circular eyes.
Where's your 20th Funko Pop? You're inside it.
I have gained a new power. You will be my next Funko Pop.
That's our next body horror film. Forget fucking Human Centipede. That awful shit.
Funko Pop, the genetic opera.
You're gonna get turned into a Funko Pop.
Yeah. Mad scientist kidnaps a tourist in like the fucking I don't know, fucking woods of Finland or something.
Mm-hmm.
And turns this tourist into a living Funko Pop.
Gotta be.
Complete with the giant beady eyes and the square head.
Or like this guy comes up to his wife and says, "Dear, you have nothing to worry about. I only have one more Funko Pop and I will never need another." And then he pushes a button on the remote and the explosives go off and create another sea of tranquility on the surface of the moon, and it has 2 of those big circular eyes.
Throwing moon shrapnel into Earth,
throwing off the tides, killing millions.
So
it's the ultimate Funko Pop.
So you're saying that this should be the next disaster film.
Funko Pops are already the next disaster.
So basically, the sequel to Greenland, starring Gerard Butler.
Mm-hmm.
So Greenland 2 will be about moon rocks falling from the sky caused by man's Funko Pop.
That's right.
Obsession.
In your hubris, you collected too much.
The first eye was made in that one movie from the early 1900s where the rocket just got into the moon's face.
That was their plan all along. The man that made that movie was Theodore Funko.
Look, I'm just bringing this up because I think it's a threat. I think it's a threat. There are already Funko Pop board games that are ostensibly made just for just because you want to have a Funko Pop combined with the board game, and it's a poison. It is a cancer. That is.
They had this year. Well, they might have had them in years past too. They had a Funko Pop advent calendar, which was literally just 25 tiny Funko Pops.
I mean, that's not as bad as a board game, I feel. Because advent calendars, you're already doing that kind of thing, where you're like, if you're not getting a bunch of chocolates, you're gonna get like small, tiny collectibles of something. Like that's just how.
Yeah, but you're not getting chocolate, so you're doing it wrong.
Fuck off.
The only acceptable version of this is to prank your pastor by being a very enthusiastic new member to the flock, but making a nativity scene entirely out of handcrafted Funko Pops.
Oh no!
Mother Mary, Joseph, the baby Funko. His name's Funko now.
Funko Jesus.
The Funko, the Pop, and the Holy Figure.
My brain's going down a road that should not be going down right now.
Pop be with you.
Woo! Funko Pop Easter. So why don't we move on down to Cincinnati Misconnections, where we have Hyde Park Kroger Hottie. You were pondering the Prego. I, finangling the noodles. You picked up a bottle and gave me the sneakiest smile. I laughed, but by the time I put down my noodles, you had disappeared. I shot you a smile, but I wasn't sure you saw it. Curly blonde, tight ass, and mid-40s missing you. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Okay.
I like how that last part just made you so upset.
Now, this is something that happens to me sometimes.
I'm sorry?
No, you said pondering the Prego. And I was like,
Oh.
she was thinking of, was she looking at a pregnant woman? And then I always have to go, no, the sauce.
The sauce.
The sauce.
Yeah. I mean, because all you can really do is ponder a pregnant woman. You can't really ask them, like, not really.
Yeah, you can only
speculate. You
You
can
can
only
only
safely speculate.
True.
unless it's you're one of these new people that you not really new, but you see them online, and
one of those new model humans with the serial number up in the high thousands.
The husband is got like my batter, and then the wife has a t-shirt that says made with his batter, and it's like oh yeah, no, there's plenty of that going around.
That's somehow worse than the pasta ghost happening
And it's
here.
all young white couples being
A fucking course.
too cute, not the word. Terrible is the word.
I've seen shirts where they have like the bun in the oven or whatever, but it's only just her wearing it, which is like fine, that's whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a straight up allusion to his sperm.
Exactly.
Like, hey, Safeway shoppers, guess what got shot inside me? You thinking about that ragu?
Were you maybe looking at the produce and then saw my shirt and then were forced to think about how I was impregnated?
Ugh.
You're welcome.
Like, you don't see me out at the fucking mall saying going to get a colonic.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna get a colonic in the mall
Yeah.
at the Sharper Image.
You know, like you do.
There's a kiosk next to those massage chair things.
I mean,
I don't know why it has me thinking of those in some malls, usually in the higher end malls, where they have like those, I think they're like relaxation or therapy tubes, but they're just tubes full of like water.
Oh yeah.
And you
Yeah.
and like you get in them, and like there's like some sort of like, HR Giger capsule that
Yeah.
like punches you with water, and it's supposed to be like a relaxing like massage
Yes.
or something.
It's something like they vacuum seal you into this tube and then just
It's a sensory-
beat your ass with water pressure.
sensory deprivation thing, or
No,
here's
your
the
head's
thing.
sticking out.
Yeah, like it's
Oh,
you've
those
got
ones.
you've got
Okay.
a right like a similar idea of how it looks. Yeah, but it's like you're just in the mall, just in this little
Okay.
iron lung tube.
I know the
People
best
all
way
over-
to describe it. It's a 360-degree waterbed.
Yes,
Booyah.
yes.
So
Or it's like those jelly toys that you can get at like science museum gift shops where you like can't hold on to it and it shoots out your hand and you absolutely never ever stick your dick in it.
So
it's
anyway,
like
this
those.
is a device where you're getting your body pummeled by water,
Yeah.
and you can lock eyes with someone watching you do this while they're on their way to the Banana Republic.
Yeah. Yeah.
The worst part
That's-
about that is the tube you're in is usually like clear blue, so they can see the perfect hermetically sealed outline of your fat ass while it just gets pummeled by Poseidon.
So it's that kind of place seems like going to the mall to get my colonic and tube massage.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't sound good. A tube massage just does
Yeah.
not sound.
I'm on my way to the Sharper Image to get hydro pummeled.
Maybe I'll head over to the Auntie Anne's for a pretzel enema.
Oh,
Do you want the cheddar or the nacho cheese? Oh, cheddar. Cheddar, please.
cheddar, please.
Cheddar, please. Anyway, so
That's a
I
very
can
not
see-
often used Cheetos mascot.
I can see in an increasingly capitalistic society where all of our healthcare is done in the long atrium of a mall. It's just a series of kiosks that you pay inordinate sums of money
Mm-hmm.
to get into, or maybe it's just a long series of, going back to HR Giger, some self-surgery capsules.
Ah, yes. pardon me, sir, can I interest you in a 10-minute free trial of our MRI?
No, it's fine. I have an MRI machine at home.
Yeah, it's a Peloton. Peloton, in this environment, in this world that I've made up, you could say I'm a world builder. And they have gone into medical marketing. And so, you know, they...
Yeah, it's a thing you can back on Kickstarter and you get your own MRI machine.
Yeah.
I'm down.
And if you're having a hard time, you can intubate yourself with a Peloton tube.
Don't fool yourself. It's basically a bike pump.
Oh. Oh, shit,
Lordy.
you can't breathe. I gotta pump them up.
And especially because with bike pumps, like you feel like you never really are working it right. So it's just like, is it working or not? I don't know.
You'll know right away.
Well, that's you put
You'll
the
know.
tire pressure gauge in the nose.
Ah,
And that's
there
how
it
you
is.
can tell
There you go.
you have the right pressure.
There you go.
Or if you're
Right.
just creating a sort of Violet Beauregard scenario. And you're gonna have to roll them out of there.
That's pretty good.
Steve, what you got?
I've got an ad here from... Oh, yes, I am excited to talk with you guys about this one. Because this particular ad is not, like, crazy out there, but it got me a-thinking. And I want to know your opinions.
Oh, boy.
From...
Well, you've come to the right place. The think tank.
Yep, that's right.
Right next
We
to
have-
the massage tank in the mall.
God damn it. Hi, welcome to Cat Scan and a Corn Dog. Yes, can I get a CT scan and a frozen lemonade?
They had to stop that service because people were swallowing the corn dog whole to try and see if it would show up on the CAT scan. And people were just dying left and right.
Man, I would absolutely try that. I can't lie.
And that's why they don't do it anymore.
Yep, I ruined it for everyone. Sorry. Anyway, this is
Sorry,
it.
I'm just picturing somebody having to work the MRI machine just like those handmade lemonade machines. Like for some reason, it just has, like they have to do this.
And they have to hire like 16-year-old teenage girls to bounce on it or it doesn't work.
still wear
they also have the
God.
primary
big ass
color
hats.
striped hats.
Yep. Okay. Anywho, from Minneapolis for sale free stuff. Playland Play Place Playground.
Oh,
Play playground.
Excellent condition McDonald's Play Place. Come take it apart and get it removed from premises, and it's all yours. Absolutely free.
no shit.
I already checked. It's gone. Unfortunately. But I need to ask you guys. If, let's say a place like Chuck E. Cheese, let's give ourselves a little more wiggle room here, was going out of business and you had free reign to pick what you want, what would you grab first?
Ooh,
Well, obviously, I'm getting a skee ball machine.
That's pretty
that's
good.
true. If we're talking about Chuck E. Cheese, I'm probably gonna grab some kind of arcade machine.
That being said, I want to delve into something that I think we've all been noticing a little bit. It is the IKEA-fying of all restaurant chains.
All the McDonald's are turning that stark modernized white and gray.
Yeah. Same thing with the Taco Bells. Same thing with the Wendy's.
I'm sorry, I think you mean the toxic hell.
Yes.
Ooh.
But all of them are just starting to look the same. And so they're getting rid of their weird, unique things. And this is where I come in, and you, the audience, the investors, also come in. To say,
We need
I'm
$1
going to
million
make
in order to start up.
a horrifying theme park filled with all of these yesteryear fast food belongings.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be that McDonald's that's shaped like a UFO. It's gonna be all of the decorations from Burger King where they had the Burger King kids.
Oh my God, the
wow.
Burger King, the BK Kids Club.
Oh my gosh.
It's going
They were
to have,
so diverse.
It's going to have Nacho the cat from Taco Bell.
Holy shit, I forgot that they did that.
On their kids' meals, they had a dog and a cat.
Where they
that were
first
just like
When?
tacos.
when they
And it-
first started kids meals, like back in the 90s.
and it was before the Chihuahua.
I
Stand by.
don't think they actually do like kids meals anymore because they realize we're fucking Taco Bell. Anything is
Yeah, we're not getting a lot of kids at 2 a.m. with huge red eyes.
And it's just going to
It's
be
been a
that
long
stuff.
day of kindergarten.
There's going to be a grimace. There's going to be that weird bird thing from McDonald's.
There's gonna be those N64 stations at some McDonald's.
Okay, you know what? I think you might be gaslighting us, Sean, because I just Googled Nacho the cat, and the only thing I get is Bobby Flay's cat, named Nacho.
Okay,
Well, I mean-
how about look up Taco Bell dog and cat?
Taco Bell dog and cat.
Maybe mascot or kids meal mascot.
Everyone wait for me. Don't make jokes without me.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you guys ever go to one of those McDonald's that had like the N64s?
Oh my God, I completely forgot these fucking dudes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Show it
old
to the
shitty
class.
Klasky Supo cartoons.
Show it to the class.
Yep,
That's it. Yep.
that's
oh
them.
my God.
That's the one.
I barely remember that. Oh, they did like movie commercials with candy and soda and shit, and how you should sneak in Taco Bell.
That's what this
Hey
theme park's
kids,
going to be
do
about.
crime.
Mm-hmm. So I am going to make so much money off of your corporate nostalgia, and then I will eventually drink myself to death because I can't stand what I have done as a human being and where the world is going.
Think of how big of an exhibit you could have just by that gutted McDonald's out in Arden. That had like the what was it, like the T-Rex
Slanted glass. Yeah, there's
slanted glass.
T-Rex in there.
It had like a
That's
T-Rex
right.
like at like a piano or something like that. It was like an Elvis.
Yeah,
T-Rex
it was
or
like a
something
big plaster
Mhm.
sculpture of like this Elvis-style T-Rex.
something like that. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was rad as hell, but it didn't fit the branding.
And of course, I'm going to have an adult section, like a downtown Disney area, that's going to have some poor comedian with a moon on his head. That's going to be, Mac at Night or whatever.
Did
No
you
matter-
know they're starting to use him for alt-right shit?
What?
It's
What?
hilarious.
Okay, we're going to have to go down that one later.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
inform
a
you about it
conversation
later.
we need to talk about off the show.
Like,
because-
my God.
But anyway,
Yeah.
it's sad that they're... it's kind of sad that they're getting rid of these play places, as rife as they are for lawsuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because
Like,
I still like driving by the old Del Taco by my house and seeing just the decaying play place.
I think that play place has been the same since I was 10. Like I don't
It's
think that
whittled
thing's
out
ever
of
been
wood.
changed or cleaned since then.
It's probably gotten like a hose down, like someone drug in a garden hose and
Just if I
No
spray it
one
at the
knows.
top, if I hit the top, the water will just cascade through the whole thing. That counts.
that's what's called trickle-down economics.
Every now and then they'll just break a high window during a rainstorm and assume it gets washed.
Yeah.
That'll do. That'll be fine.
No one knows who first built this play place. It was around before the settlers came through.
The Puritan settlers came by and built these plastic entertainment centers for their young children so that they wouldn't masturbate.
Man, that's always the reason, isn't it?
That's always the
That's like the inspiration of about 30% of invention in the 1800s.
An idle mind is a
Cornflakes.
playground for the devil. Here, have some oats and go down a slide.
Eat your cornflakes and go pop in a ball pit.
You absolutely have to steady yourself on the slide or you will bash your face on the plastic overhang thing. So you have to keep your hands away from your junk. Anyway, if I got first dibs in a closing Chuck E. Cheese, I would get the fur covering of the country-ish dog friend in the animatronics band and just go on a rampage.
Nope.
Ooh, I would put.
No one would see Jasper coming.
I would put AI in all of the machines, and then. This is when I'm rich from the nostalgia amusement park, by the way, and I have billions of dollars. On a secluded island, I will let the animatronics free, and then I will hunt them for sport.
The most dangerous game.
The most dangerously cheesy game.
Well, now we're talking about Chester the cheetah.
Sean, do you have an ad for us?
No, wait, before we move on, I love that you brought up putting AI in those because the first thing in my head was fucking Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams. And I love the mental image of someone falling deeply, profoundly in love with Mr. fucking Munch. Hey, Harvey Firestein, will you make me a functioning penis?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
No.
Hey, remember the game where you knocked out his teeth with skee balls and a gun?
No.
Now,
Old arcade games were great.
now that they have AI in them, it's going to be considered a hate crime.
Ah, that makes
Naturally.
sense.
Naturally.
Yep. We're
So-
going to have the Animatrix, but just a bunch of Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
This is from Salt Lake City Misconnections. It's called All for Love.
Aw.
We wandered into the adult store at the same time
Okay.
and surprisingly
This
headed,
magic moment.
and surprisingly headed to the same section. We chatted about certain products, made jokes with each other, got our selections, and left. I would have enjoyed talking to you a little more since we seem to have some things in common. But when I got out to the parking lot, you had already left.
Good.
This and want to continue our conversation. Respond to this post by telling me what we were both shopping for.
No. No.
No.
I'm guarantee you this other person was like, I'm just trying to be polite. The last thing I want to do in that situation is talk to another person
Exactly.
at all. Like the
Yeah.
fact that like the amount of secondhand embarrassment even trying to go into one of those stores. It's like, eh. And I know it's perfectly healthy and fine, but like you
Yeah, but-
you can't help but feel a little bit weird about it.
Yeah, it's still awkward. I love his like, I wanted to keep chatting with you about the stuff we were getting to put inside each other, but when I got outside, there was this cloud of smoke in the shape of your body as you fucking made a beeline away from me. Because there's not a doubt in my mind who started this conversation.
Absolutely.
Person A was just like, I just need to get in, get my whatever, and get out. I know what
And
I
you-
want.
It's
And you
not
know it
like
had to
you have
start with something like, yeah, butt plugs. The Excalibur's nice.
And person A's just like, yeah, sure, yeah. Okay. And I bet you they tried to move on, just like, okay, I'm just gonna walk to a different section, but he just kept picking sections that the other person was.
Well, because he's an expert on every section.
We just keep meeting each other. I didn't know you were into fisting.
You know, what's nice about these suede straps is that they have enough traction to hold on to you, but they're comfy. That's so if you were into that, I don't know if that's what you're here for, but I mean, look, I come in here kind of often. So
Dale,
I
get the
try and
fuck
help
out.
your
You're
customers
banned.
out. Say, what about the size is your anus? I
don't
can
know.
really help you with some selections.
I don't know why now I'm thinking of a rubber fist that's like a we can do it, like a Rosie the Riveter, like just a gigantic, like,
And it goes up past the elbow.
yeah. We gotta
Basically-
have a base on it. So
If you're really determined just to muppet yourself, this is the toy for you.
We can do it.
here, try this one. It's called the Workers Revolt.
Oh.
If you're
Oh,
really
boy.
hardcore, you'll get seizing the means of production. Most people get it as a shock value. No one ever actually gets it in.
Yep.
This is my favorite dildo, the pride of the proletariat.
Yeah, I should have picked a better moment to drink.
Seize the means of prostate stimulation.
Look, that's what men should do. Seize the means of it. Understand that you have a little G-spot.
The way you said it made it sound so cute.
Aw. Well, look at a little
Cute,
G-spot.
isn't it?
A little one.
You just get your little finger there.
Oh lordy.
It's not usually something you hear on a first date. Like,
But it is something you hear on a first proctology appointment.
there you go. Oh, that's fun.
Where's that been my whole life?
I can go to adamandeve.com and write it off as a work expense.
That's true. You're working from home most of the time now, aren't you?
There's got to be somebody who's had their like sexual awakening at like they went in for a prostate exam just because like, well, I gotta get one. I'm that age now, and left going, I'm different.
And then some 50-year-old guy is like, so this is why things have been kind of cool with my wife for most of our marriage.
Do you think since a lot of people are teleworking from home now, there's an ergonomic section in Sex Stars? I don't know why I said it like a German tourist.
Yeah, I was so like, what are you even in what?
In the Sex Stars.
In the Sex Stars.
Well, no, I'm wondering if there's like ergonomic options for like stuff that feels good in your butt if you're sitting down all day. You don't want to cause like a repetitive stress injury.
I'm fairly certain that there is. Like you gotta reach places. I don't know how else to describe it. You gotta reach places, and you
Probably at Brookstone.
Look,
whale sounds, alarm clock, and prostate stimulator.
Ooh, or sharper
and whale
image.
sound.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always the damn whale sounds. Stop putting whale sounds on shit.
It's got
It covers
sensors.
the moaning.
They're just, it comes from inside. The speaker is inside at the end.
Me too, Shamu.
Sounds coming from your.
The ergonomics.
Oh, you went for the whale sound version. I got the Irish rain. Thunderstorms.
I got
And it's called the Celtic Knot.
Good night, everybody.
I got the toucan's beak.
Oh, no.
It has tropical forest sounds.
And you have to strap it to your face and follow your nose.
Oh, no.
For the face sitters among us.
Oh, no, it's the toucan slam.
Basically, I'm imagining anything that was on that panel at Target of like people are like meditation CDs, where you would go up and you would you would sample one, even though you gave
Where you
zero
can push the
shits
little
about the
button?
CDs. Yeah, anything from that little panel. Perfect.
Why is my ass playing Peruvian flute music? No, I said setting 8. Damn it.
What you want to do is train yourself to have such sphincter control that you can actually open and close at certain, so that you can make wind pass through and you can make your own pan flute.
You become the pan flute.
I am my own instrument.
You know what? That takes discipline to just train your sphincter to the point where you can whistle.
You ever heard why they called him Whistling Dan? He ain't too particularly good at mouth whistling. Like anyone has ever called it mouth whistling.
Well, I mean, once the butt whistling becomes an art form, you're gonna have to clarify which one you're talking about.
We have to get used. Now we have to start getting used to saying mouth whistling, because we're gonna have to, get used to it later. So might as well start saying it now.
Ass whistling's the wave of the future, baby.
Now, if you can do the thing with like your finger or something, the finger mouth, like when you go or whatever.
If you
when you do that.
If you want to do it real loud to like call a horse, you got to put a finger up there.
And in that case, you don't want to do ass to mouth whistling.
Oh. I think once we figure that out, we just become energy and transcend. Like that's how we win this game of Civ.
If I can whistle, if I can whistle through
cultural victory.
If I can whistle through my mouth and my ass at the same time, I ascend and become a god.
Well, yeah, you can do your own harmony.
Human clarinet achieved.
Wow. Oh.
Eventually, it becomes like this holy ceremony where it's a discipline that all human beings have to learn to become functioning members of society. And it's sort of like a bar mitzvah, where to become a man, you have to like pick a song and play it with yourself.
Some person who does this is going to be like, the song I've chosen to play is Dragon Roost Island from Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
So I'm my own Philharmonic.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Phil Harmonic.
For my ceremony, I'm going to play Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
I'm going to make you all cry. I'm doing Landslide.
Oh.
Timmy, you look terrible. What's wrong with you? I've been practicing Dragon Force. It just doesn't close.
Okay. Justin, do you happen to add?
I do. Let's get off of that train of thought.
Yeah, we got time for one more.
From New York Missed Connections. Why did I see a van? I saw a white van parked outside of a building or shop. There was a sign in the upper right window that has big letters, Worms. I didn't see anything else in the building. Was it vacant? Means something and you're almost always up to no good. Was this a camping or fishing place or just an empty building where you parked?
Read all of that again.
I saw a white van parked outside of a building or shop. There was a sign in the upper right window that has big letters, Worms. I didn't see anything else inside the building. Was it vacant? Means something and you're almost always up to no good. Was this a camping or fishing place? Or just an empty building where you were parked?
Oh, I know. That was a van from the production of Dune, and they were just going there to pick up the sandworms for the movie.
Okay.
It's like those unlabeled places you get like your shoes for their Broadway productions. Like they don't have signs; you just have to know to go.
Oh, that's
This
right.
building.
Yeah, it's not for public access.
No.
No.
It's where you get the worms from. Fuck. Some joke about the 1990s Godzilla movie that I can't remember.
With Matthew Broderick.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a deep cut.
That would have been good if I'd gotten it out there. Instead, I fucked it up.
You know what's
Instead-
interesting? We both all three of us actually sort of went down the road that it must be from a movie, because I was thinking the worm creatures from Slither were on a road trip and they knew where to stop for gas. Like, worms welcome here.
You know, it's sad when we have to put up a sign that says worm-friendly gas station. This is a country that's racist against worms.
Sign of the
Specifically the worms from the movie Slither.
They exploded Paris Hilton. Is that not explicitly what you asked for?
No one said it out loud, but we knew.
Yeah.
We knew.
It was the collective will of the people.
I can tell you got brainworms if you're continuing to listen to this fucking show.
Did you
You
know
got
if
brainworms for making it.
Did you know if your hand is bigger than your face, you have brainworms?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
I want to fucking
go.
get vaccinated. God damn it. That kind of shit's no fun if I can't humiliate people in real life.
Most people are like, man, I want to see my family again. I want to go see my Meemaw and like give her
No,
a
I want to
hug.
force Dustin's palm up his nose.
No, I want to smack my friends indirectly. That's the greatest joy in life. I want to be able to tell people they have a stain on their shirt and then flick them in the face.
Oh, God, I miss that so bad.
Look,
You never did it. You never did that.
And now I know what I've missed, Dustin.
You never know what you had till it's gone.
You don't
I've
know
seen
what
you
you got
posted-
till it's gone.
I've seen what you've been posting this entire quarantine, and I cannot wait to slap the shit out of you.
I think once we are all vaccinated, we just need to set up a kiddie pool and just have American Gladiator style giant Q-tip fights.
I'm telling you, just like it's a year of not seeing people. Perfect time for an ecstasy party.
Yes.
Just we're just way too far behind. Just get up there and start touching faces. Just
We've got to catch up a year's worth of accidental butt gropes.
we have to catch up. There's a quota to fill.
That's right.
Now, I want to go back to Q-tip fights for a second. I know you meant like the big bar where it's got sort of like the
baton
on both ends and you whack them like that.
Yeah.
But you said kiddie pool Q-tip fight, and I just imagined a kiddie pool full of actual size Q-tips.
Because some old woman wanted to dive into that before she died, and Patch Adams was like, yeah, sure.
Hey, listen, we couldn't afford Jell-O. The store was all out, so instead we found these Q-tips. I had to make do. Don't know what to tell you.
Don't stick them too far in your ear, bud.
Look, Agnes, I know your dying wish was to swim in a pool of Jell-O, but, I mean, we got Kroger brand. This is literally my last request. You couldn't spring for name brand?
Look, we tried.
It's the same thing.
Jello was vehemently against it.
You just have
Are
a
these
water.
little pieces of fruit in there? What the fuck?
We just got a water. We just got a pool and just filled it with agar powder. So just I don't know, do something with that.
No, what they do is they wait for her to get into the Jell-O pool and then just add a bunch of xanthan gum, and she's just mummified. Gotcha, Agnes.
Add the cornstarch. We're gonna oob like this bitch.
I wonder if in your will you can actually ask to be mummified, or if that's illegal or no one's going to do it anyway.
I know. Is it legal to mummify somebody?
Like if
Against
you
their will?
ask for it.
I mean, yeah, like consensually mummified.
Look, I'm looking
Consensual
for some
mummification.
consensual mummification.
That's absolutely a Craigslist ad.
Is it
Well, I
legal
mean,
to
I've-
get? Yes, you can.
Yay!
You can get mummified. There's no rule against it.
I want to get turned into a dining table after that, like fucking Meatloaf in Rocky Horror.
Okay, guess. How much do you think it costs to be mummified?
And you provide the body?
600.
Steve?
Are we talking like preserved or are we talking like
Mummified.
resin brick?
No, mummified.
I get mummified. I got to know what's included. What are the extras? What are like the standard package versus the bonus items?
You're thinking too hard. Mummified. Mummy.
Oh my
Egypt.
God, fine. $1,000.
$67,000.
Fuck off. Hey, listeners of Dregs of Craigs, I'll mummify your ass for a good $500.
I'll do it,
I'm
right?
gonna-
You can trust me.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
get like a doughboy pool and just a fuckload of Mod Podge.
And I'm gonna get one of them barbecue skewers, and that's how I'll get the organs out of your head.
Yep. You just gotta
Because
sort
if I
of
wanna do
bend
a
the end with some
mummification,
pliers.
I want to do the whole. My organs are in jars. I'm taking my coterie with me. You know,
I'm taking my charcuterie with me.
my finest bodyguards.
My cat.
They straight up like this place that I found like actually legit lets you like, okay, cool. You want a sarcophagus? Do you want like a cool like
Okay,
a mummy
that's what I'm
casing?
fucking talking about. If that's why it
That's
costs
extra.
$6,000,
That's
that's
extra.
on top of the 6,700
Yes.
or 67,000. That's so stupid.
It's expensive
Guys.
to pull your brains out through your nose. What can I tell you?
Should it be? You don't have to be careful.
What is the extra cost if I want to include an inordinate amount of guns in the sarcophagus so that in the future my son can go to my grave while he's fighting the shadowy syndicate that had me mummified in the first place, and then he can pull the guns out and then go, you know, witty quip, and then you know.
I want to. How much to give me a tomb that is trapped and baited for adventurers to come and find?
Oh my God, that would be so much fun. Like,
It'd be fun in theory. You wouldn't be there to enjoy it.
Oh,
I would though, because I
no.
would mummify a mannequin, and so I could watch all the adventurers come in and try to get my tomb as I slowly become a lich.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, I was scrolling through this website to try and find like, oh, what does it cost to get these fancy sarcophagi? And I came across this note. They're going over the list of how this process works, and this note: once your body is received, no family member or any other person will be able to see your body again. This is to ensure that the temple officiants can perform and complete the mummification and transference without interference and in accordance with the principles of this place.
Fucking okay, then you're paying $67,000 for a goddamn scarecrow.
Possibly.
They're not gonna bother removing all your innards and shit. They're gonna wrap that around a fucking real doll, take your money, and give you a big stone coffin. That's an absolute
That's a
scam.
scam.
More than likely.
I can't even see the fucking sarcophagus.
Oh no!
Dregs of Craig's listeners, I will shellac your ass with a clear coat for $600. You
I
can
will
stand in the corner going like this, like a stuffed bear in
I
your
will
family's
get
living room.
just an assload of resin. And
Yes.
just in you go.
I'll do it to you live for $1,000.
How many videos are on YouTube of people doing weird shit with the resin you can buy on Amazon? I will make you a 6.5-foot fucking Snow White coffin for $67,000. That's ridiculous. I will spray paint it matte gray and you'll look like fucking Han Solo and be awesome forever. They don't even let you see them after they're dead? Bullshit.
No. They don't let you see the body. Meaning,
Well, yeah.
Meaning you're all wrapped up and everything. You can't like look under the thing and look at the body. It's
If
still
you did,
ridiculous.
you're not going to find your loved one because this is bullshit. I'm sorry. We're already over time and I'm upset about that. We're not done talking about this.
Well, I'm looking. I have a fun night ahead of me apparently.
All right, Steve, take us home.
Motherfuck, man. Thank you for listening to Dregs of Craigs.
I'm legitimately upset by this.
Oh my God. Thank you for listening to Dregs of Craigs. If at any point you would like to send us a weird Craigslist ad that you've come across, send us a screenshot, not a link, as these ads can be taken down for any of a multitude of reasons, and we will mention you on the show and say how flippin' cool you are and assume you have, like, really impressive genitals.
You can do that at dregsofcraigs@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. That'll probably help.
I'm disavowing myself of that. I will not assume anything. I will not assume anything about you at all.
The
That
more
is my
ads you
guarantee to
send to
you.
us, the more inspiring I assume your genitals are. Like, hey, Rachel, nice.
The more you send to us, the more I will assume you as a non-entity.
Well, that's the trade-off, isn't it? You
can't
got to
pick a
build
side.
the relationship with the Steve faction, which will in turn lower it with the Sean faction.
If you have ads, you can send them to us at dregsofcraigs@gmail.com. Who has a final ad?
I do.
Good
on
Lord.
Okay.
67,000 is fucking ridiculous.
This is from East Idaho Misconnections. Last chance, pizza salmon.
This has been Dregs of Craigs. I'm Pizza Salmon.
I'm Dustin White.
And I'm Sean Crandall. And until next time, may your misconnections become casual encounters.
Mwah. Love you. Stay safe out there, folks.
I love it so much.
Thanks, guys. Enlightening as usual.
That's one word for it.
Oh, man.
Okay, hold on. I have to look up what.
How many
fucking
people
resin-
can we entomb for $67,000 in resin? Oh man, we're gonna flip this resin business. All right.
Okay, a 34 ounce of clear epoxy resin for art coating, like casting jewelry and things, is $40. Let's go.
How much of that
way-
to entomb a person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody
let's-
have that good
Well, okay,
geometry?
let's start the fucking math here.
Okay.
Steve, let
How
Jesse
many
close
gallons
the
are
show.
in the average American
Steve!
bathtub?
Steve!
We have to figure out the volume of a block of resin large enough to ensconce
On average,
a
apparently
human
42
being.
gallons.
All right.
I feel responsible and
As well you should. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dustin, Sean, and the newly obsessed Steve.
Convert ounces to gallons.
Yep, here we go. We've still got one more program for you tonight. Stick around, or you know what? Go away and then come
More per
back
gallon.
at 9 o'clock for News Job. Heather Rogue and the news quiz show where contestants try to avoid the news. So that's what we've got. I'm going to try and see if we got any place to send the Twitch audience.
$5,040.
Who's doing a thing? Let's throw you over to Comedy Hub. Why not? Let's see if they're still doing stuff. And we will see you hopefully at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock, for News Job. See you then.
That doesn't include labor.
I'm just saying that's a 1,200% markup. It's bullshit.